I think my interest in watching that is
here we
waning.
go.
But here he is, courtesy of Skype, and I believe we go to him now, courtesy of our friends at Skype, and we say good morning to our very good friend Enrico Colantoni. Hey, como va, paisano?
Are you kidding? You picked right up? I didn't have to wait.
This is, but see, Rico, this is what happens for the A-list guests. The A-list, I pick up.
Oh,
This
wow.
is what I do.
It's like it's almost as if you weren't saying anything until I actually called.
It's all timing. You know.
It's like it's all mute. It's just like we'll just wait here for Enrico to call. What's up, Mike? What's up, baby?
Well,
who's that? Who's that?
It's me.
Who's that laughing in the background?
It's our friend Dave Bastel, of course.
How you
Dave.
doing? Good morning.
Well,
Good, buddy.
so
Good
thrilled
morning.
that you could join us here because we were saying, to be a busy working actor like yourself in an industry that sometimes isn't very kind, but you're always working, my friend. You always got stuff going on.
I owe it all to my father, who was my blue collar mentor. I guess I approach it all with a blue collar attitude. It's just like I gotta work. I don't care what it is, where it takes me.
But
I guess.
but look,
Maybe it's just busy work. Maybe it doesn't mean anything. I don't know, Mike. Maybe it doesn't mean anything. Who knows?
Well, it does when you sit there and we're watching. So it's funny. I think just after I saw you last, then you did Contagion. I think was the movie that you had worked on.
Was that the last time we spoke?
I think
Really?
it's been a while. And then the Kennedys miniseries, which I thought
Kennedys.
yeah. What was
That was fun.
it looked like because you
that guy.
Barry Pepper. I thought did an excellent job.
He was great.
Yeah.
And what a good man too. What a good man. Yeah, playing Edgar Hoover was like really cool, man. Just and I know Clint Eastwood would come out with his movie just shortly thereafter. So it was just like a gale storm of Hoovers. It was nice to be. It was nice to be among all those Hoovers.
And you know what I also think too is that miniseries, I think for a lot of people who weren't really quite sure about the Kennedy family as a whole, because I think it was very accurate the way they went about it. But I think a lot of people were shocked at the dysfunction of the whole thing.
Well, that first episode I'll never forget. It's like what John could. Because I was trying to do was pretty obvious. It's like it's like Mr. Kennedy was the Antichrist. That's it. How do we spin this?
Yeah.
How do we spin this?
Yeah,
How do we spin this?
in the era before people had cameras in their phones, which probably might have
Can you
changed
imagine?
things. Oh, I couldn't.
Can you imagine the stuff they got away with?
Oh,
Because we don't have 24-hour news coverage and phones and stuff. Everything they got away with. Imagine what the Romans got away with. My God.
now, see,
Kennedys. What about the Romans?
Well,
what about the Egyptians?
Yeah.
They got away with everything.
I got to tell you, I didn't see that twist coming. This
Yeah,
is why you work so often. This is why you're working all the time. The Romans.
They just go back in time. Oh my
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
the Neanderthals. They got away with everything.
Caligula's going, hey, I don't mind having the orgies and killing the midgets.
Can you imagine?
I'll kill
Can
the
you
midgets,
imagine?
but no.
I'm having a what?
Yeah.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah. Look, you're
We didn't have a
ruining.
name for it back then.
You're ruining the excitement of the vomitorium. Could you put the could you put the cameras down? Hey, how often?
It was just so commonplace back then, Mike. It was commonplace.
Hey, where are your people from in Italy? Are you Calabrese? What are you?
The Abruzzo region. The Abruzzo region.
Abruzzese. What
Yeah,
town?
yeah.
What town? What town?
L'Aquila.
Oh,
Would you know?
L'Aquila. Yeah, well, that's where
Come
the
on, Mike. Don't act
Yeah,
like I
come
want to
on.
be Italian
That's-
guy now. Come on.
That's where the earthquake was. What?
That's right.
Yeah,
In 2009.
Yeah, absolutely. I know
That's
people.
right.
I know people from Sumona.
Yeah,
which is not
right
that
there,
far.
man.
Yeah, beautiful though. I
Yeah,
love
we're
it.
not that far from there. Have you ever been?
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
One of my best friends is Abruzzese. He's from a tiny place called Villa Lago, and there's a billion of those little mountain
I know.
towns. Just
One of them, yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Though. Have you ever been to Pescara?
That's great.
Do you know Pescara?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pescata's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
love
very-
Pescata.
See how much I know?
How about you, Dave? You ever been to the old country?
Torino. I was actually there for about a week doing the play-by-play, and I know you're going to laugh, so I'll say it anyway. The World Archery Championships had a stop there, and I was doing the play-by-play in Turin. See, I told you.
You know what, dude? I love it. I love it.
So
I love it.
So I saw,
Everything needs a play-by-play, man.
exactly.
Everything.
Even archery.
Everything.
Exactly. Hey, you know what I wanted to
Caligula could have used the play-by-play guy.
You know what I wanted to ask you? I miss the hell out of Flashpoint. Do you still got people like
man,
me
me too.
sitting up, calling you Greg Parker and stuff like that?
Yeah.
And, I mean, it was such a good show, wasn't it?
Yeah, we had a good time. I was just, in fact, the biggest reason I couldn't make it down there today, Mike, is because I'm just still so jet lagged from having come back from Europe.
Oh.
And the last experience I had was an Italian woman coming up to me and calling me Agent Parker.
Oh my God.
So it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird how, in the most remote places, people still remember that show. And what still surprises me, Dave, is how many people still think it's on.
Yeah. Oh, really? Eh?
That we're still making it after 7 years. That we're still making it. Are there going to be more episodes? I've seen them all. There going to be more? It's like, no, there hasn't been a new one in 7 years. I don't know who's counting.
7 years though.
But they love it.
I didn't think it was 7 years.
No, I'm kidding. What was it? 2012.
2012, I think. Yeah. So
2012.
5 years. Yeah.
5 years. Yeah.
But I mean,
because they're watching it on Bravo, and it's just like, oh, this is great. When's the next episode? Oh, tomorrow. Tomorrow's the next episode. It's great.
Well, you guys had a great run though, when you think of it, right? I mean, there's a lot of episodes out there. It's.
I know.
I still trip across it, and I'll watch it too if it's on. And you're right, it's on everywhere these days.
It's true. But it, and I have to have compassion for that kind of innocence, because I remember as a kid watching syndication, thinking, where are these shows? Where does Cheers come from? Cheers was always on at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I had no idea they were airing new ones at night on Thursday nights. Like, who knows? I don't know.
So
things have changed.
We had Tim.
We've come a long way since Caligula, though. I'm going to put that one out there.
See, I lobbed it out there. Now I've changed. He'll be obsessed by this now. Next time he enters in a Roman robe, I'm like, Rico, what are you doing? What? Now, hey, you know what? Working with Hugh Dillon, what was that like? What is working with Hugh Dillon like? Because, look, I like the Headstones. We had Tim White, the bass player, came on the show about a month ago.
Yeah.
It's just a really cool guy. But what's it like to work with him?
Yeah. Huey was great to work with. He's just just an incredibly talented human being. You know what I mean? He's everything out of his mouth is creative. He can't not think in terms of seeing the world through Hugh Dillon's eyes. And so the music he writes, his choices as an actor, just how he perceives people, it was great. It was exhausting a lot of the times, but just because when you're dealing with a human that operates at that frequency all the time, you need a little break once in a while. I mean, I haven't talked to him in years, probably because of that. Probably we were just, we were trying to sort of out frequency each other, I think. But he had it down, man. I could never ever keep up to the level of intensity that man brought to everything he did. It was really inspiring and beautiful to watch.
Well,
but like everything else, it's like, sometimes I need to take a nap. He never napped. I never saw him nap once.
No, I don't think he does. It's like Interview with the Vampire. No, I don't know what he does. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, incredible energy and stamina. It's just, Now, I miss him.
Let's talk about the show and how it looked, because to me, people always say, how come certain things, and this, we're the same age. So when you're sitting there in high school or someone will come up and say, did you see that thing? It looks so Canadian. It looks Canadian was a phrase we heard all the time. So whether it was The King of Kensington or Check It Out or whatever, one of those, Trouble with Tracy, those shows.
Kidding, right?
But Flashpoint.
Hobo.
But Littlest Hope, don't nightmares. They shot it in my town. It was horrible.
The first one was great though. Come on, the black and white version.
The black and white. I didn't watch a lot of that though. I was too busy watching the Three Stooges. Think of this: Three Stooges were on Commander Tom right when we came home. That's
right. Littlest Hobo was on Saturday afternoons. You were probably playing hockey or something.
Yeah.
me as an Italian kid, they're just like, the only hockey I got to play was during the winter when my next door neighbors flood their ice, their backyard. You probably belonged to a league or playing like AAA or something like that. Holy shit.
Yeah, both Dave and I did. Yeah, absolutely.
No, but Saturday afternoon. Come on, man. Last Mohican.
Oh, now that I do remember. Last of the Mohicans was good with Chingachgook. I remember that.
The Chingachgook.
Now, you're a Henry Carr guy, right?
Because we were all a little bit like the last Mohican, all of us, every guy, every Canadian boy.
You're trying to be philosophical?
So you were saying, how Flashpoint just doesn't look Canadian at all. I have one simple answer for it. Money.
Well, okay, well, that would do it, right?
No.
Yeah.
And what Flashpoint had that a lot of Canadian television shows haven't had and don't have, and since have not had, has been U.S. sponsorship. We had CBS there with us that licensed our show and added a few shekels every episode. And Bill and Anne-Marie, who produced the show, they put it all on the screen, man. They put it all on the screen, and that was the difference. There are so many wonderfully talented Canadians who can very easily put out a show that is at par with anything the United States does, but we just can't compete because we just don't have the revenue to put the money on the screen. It really just we can't compete with that. But what's happening now is because we're attracting international stars of Canadian origin, and we're getting other networks and cable networks, more money is coming in. So we get better quality shows or co-productions between Ireland or other European countries. So we're getting savvy because we don't have the money here. We're looking elsewhere.
We're in conversation.
Still there? He's still there?
Yeah.
Still there?
We're in conversation with Enrico Colantoni, who apparently is now falling in love with Caligula and that lifestyle. Which I got. Have you ever been to? What's it? Capri? Have you been to the island Capri?
No.
Okay. Caligula had a summer home there, and they said, you know how you go on those tours, and they say, hey, what is unique about this summer home for Caligula is that the cliff that goes into the ocean, and they go, hey, this is where he would have fun, throwing off women, children, and people who didn't pay their bills. He didn't need the littlest hobo on a Saturday afternoon. He had he had this. This is what Caligula had.
He had it made, didn't he? Isn't a great little Netflix thing?
Yeah.
Who with that other emperor that messed it up? I forget all their names. It's on Netflix now.
Now
anyway,
we got a question. We have a question.
Bad segue.
We have a question here from somebody, and it is the voice you used in Vision Quest.
That Galaxy
Quest.
Or Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy
In Galaxy Quest. Where did that come
from?
from?
That was a wrestling movie. I know where your mind is.
Yeah. Oh, that was, what's her name, too?
Which one was that?
The Vision Quest with the dark
Linda
hair.
Fiorentino.
Yes.
Linda Fiorentino and Matthew Modine. Yeah.
Have you ever worked with Linda Fiorentino?
No.
You sure?
Matthew Modine. Linda
Matthew Modine.
Fiorentino. No,
Yes.
never met her.
Yeah.
Matthew Modine I have.
Yes. Good
Linda
guy?
I have not.
Well, how come you
Oh,
can't?
you're breaking up there, Mike. You there?
Yes, I'm here. How come you can't work with Linda Fiorentino? Because I think that'd be a good movie. I'd watch that.
I don't know. Maybe we should work it out. Call it people. Have your people call her people, my people.
So Galaxy Quest.
Just don't call me your people. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, how'd you do that voice? Because people, I think there's a story behind you actually coming up with the voice.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous, man. It's so much time has gone by.
You don't recall
It's
that?
like, oh boy, okay, we're still talking about the voice. The voice was a vocal exercise that I learned at the drama school. It was just, a thing to open up the resonators.
Yeah.
It was like an exercise you would do just to warm up. So I figured, I don't know what an alien really sounds like. I've never met one. Have you? So I'm gonna throw this little thing in there, and the director kind of dug it. I went into the audition with it, and it was like, okay, that's crazy enough to work. And sometimes it does, man. I've made some crazy ass choices in auditions and didn't get the job. Aliens and psychotics, I have a handle on. I think
you got that nailed.
Yeah, because I love people who say, "Would an alien actually talk like that?" I don't know.
Hard to say.
Hard to say.
That looked like a fun movie, though. You must have had a blast on that set with those
people. It
people.
was so much fun, man. In fact, just last month we had a sort of a revival retrospective in a theater at the Regent Theater in Los Angeles. They're making a documentary of the movie.
You're kidding!
And,
wow.
And part of the last piece of the documentary was to film this screening with 300 loyal fans of the film. And I didn't expect it. I thought we were watching the documentary itself, but it was actually a screening of the film that I haven't seen in like 15 years. But just how rabid people still are, and people dressed as Thermians and the crew, and how that movie still holds up is it just warms my heart to know that that movie will last forever.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. So
now to see Alan Rickman again, and to see how brilliant he was, Tony Shalhoub, and everybody was just so great. And Missy's going to be in town doing a show. She was there. She was saying how she's going to be doing a new show in Toronto.
Interesting. So you mentioned you mentioned you were in Europe and you came back and you're still recovering from the jet lag. So what's next for you? Were you doing a project out there, or were you just
I had some meetings. There's always a meeting about a meeting.
Sure.
To meet a meeting to meet somebody. But I just got. It started in Vancouver. I just finished the second season of Travelers with Eric McCormack. Brad Wright, who created Stargate, created this show. It's on Netflix now, and Showcase, I believe, in Canada, but Netflix USA, Netflix Canada. It's a great show. It's a little. It's very sci-fi, but not overly sci-fi. Or it's really planted in some really nice reality. Such a beautiful, smart show, and we just finished that. And then I had to go back to. I had to go a couple of times to Italy, so it was like, and then France, and then. But anyway, that's the long of it. But now I'm back just to recover, and I'm going to go back to the United States and do a play.
Okay.
For me.
A play. What is the play?
It's an old Ibsen play called The Enemy of the People, and they're doing it at my old alma mater at the Yale Rep in New Haven, Connecticut.
Oh, wow.
And with my old buddy Reg Rogers and James Bundy, who's the dean of the drama school. And it's just, I haven't done a play in 15 years.
Wow.
And I think it's about time.
Is Linda Fiorentino in this movie or in this play? Can I somehow get her into a scene, perhaps, Rico? I mean, throw your friend a bone here. Maybe there's a swimsuit scene. Is there a swimsuit scene in it?
Funny. You know what? When you're doing a play, the craziest shit happens, man. I don't know what could happen. She could show up. I could introduce you to.
Oh.
You guys could fall madly in love. Anything could happen. Anything. Anything.
I love your possibilities are unbelievable. And only the Abruzzese talk like that, just so you know.
Sky. The sky. Just think sky. Sky.
So you haven't done a play in 15 years. Any reservations about it or nerves about it? Because it is a different beast, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm scared to death because, I've been... with all the TV and film that I've been doing, my register, my voice register is like this. It's this low.
Yeah.
It's this low. And I got to fill a theater, and this particular theater holds 400 people. It's a nice intimate space, so it's not huge, but. I'm scared. I'm scared shitless.
So
it'll be funny.
And you come on stage talking like Stallone, and people are like, "What's he doing? Why is he doing that?"
I come out on stage, and the first line is just, "Put down the gun. Put it down, people. We all want to go home." No, that's not going to work, Rico. I can't hear you, Rico. I can't hear you.
You know what? And we have a new prop here, just so you know, because it's a little bit different this show. We have a new prop, and so I'm going to ask the George Takei pen what he thinks of what you just said. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Here we go. What do you think of the new play by Enrico Colantoni, George Takei?
Oh my!
There you go.
Poor George.
Oh, I know. Hey, he's doing fine. He's doing great. He's on Stern every day. He's doing fantastic. He's doing fantastic.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, he's doing great.
I haven't listened to Stern since I woke up to him back in 1980. Let's say, what was that? 80? Yeah, the early 80s.
So everything's a while for you, is what you're telling me. Everything is long ago.
You know what, Mike? I don't know about you, but I'm getting very nostalgic about my life and where things have taken me and where I'm headed. Oh yeah, I'm in the twilight years. Don't you think?
Well, are you going
54? Don't you start thinking about shit like that?
No, I live in a fantasy world. I got to be honest. Me and Linda Fiorentino, we're going to France next week. Oh,
I know. You got to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
It's very busy. Hey, they put up a statue.
You live in reality, baby.
Have they put a statue of? Was it Henry Carr? Isn't that where you went to high school?
Yeah, they put a big statue.
They did a fabulous looking.
A naked David-esque statue of me. No, man. In the new school, they named the little theater after me.
Oh,
yeah, it's kind of cool.
You know what?
Fantastic.
You're getting claps for that. Oh yeah, you're getting.
Yeah, man. Right?
Beautiful.
Like, yeah.
Well, look,
it's been good.
When you've got some downtime, and I know that's not often, you have to come down to the new studio, to the new show. You should know that's also done. It's glassed in a bar here at the Pacific Junction Hotel. Yes,
drinks.
Oh,
yes,
yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
If you want Campari, Moretti, whatever you want, we got it, Fratello. We have everything.
You're lying.
Yes. No, I'm not lying. You can watch the show later on. You can watch the show. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's live?
Oh, yeah.
It's on the TV?
We're live right now.
Come on.
Yeah.
I'm live right now.
Yeah.
That's us. Yep.
Did no one tell you that? Oops. Oops.
No one told me any of it. Tim didn't say shit, man.
Yeah, no.
How many times can I say shit without being beat?
Well, trust me, that's the least worst thing that's going to be said on this program today.
People come in with a heavy arsenal of expletives. Is that what you're saying?
Some people are very angry, as you know, Rico. Some people come in with
Why? What do they have to be angry about?
Well, you never know. It's just the world.
You know?
Don't you find the world? Don't you find the world's a little?
I mean, you still
angry?
talking a little sports? What are you talking about?
Oh no, we're talking a little sports.
We're still doing sports.
Sports, right?
Yeah, but there's nobody no sports right now, but it's going to pick up. It's going to pick up.
I know, but I just keep looking at the Leafs website to see if they actually re-signed Connor Brown. Any word on that?
Now, see, you're because you are a Leaf fan, correct? You're kind of a hardcore
Yes,
Leaf fan. Yeah.
Yeah, not
Yes,
yet.
sir.
Not yet. No.
Yeah, right. But didn't that deadline? Wasn't that deadline the 31st of July?
Well,
I'm not worried about
isn't
that.
Isn't it part of an arbitration process, and they'll figure something out?
Oh, is he in the arbitration?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
This is what you're
I
worried
thought he was eligible to take offers from other teams, but the Leafs had to either match or let him go.
Well, I guess because he yeah, exactly. You must be. He is considered a restricted free agent, so yeah, other teams could. But there's also a big penalty. Right. So you must be pretty excited that the Leafs actually signed like a Patrick Marleau, and they seem like they're going for it more than they're...
Wouldn't you though, Dave? Wouldn't you be excited about that? I know he's a little long in the tooth, but
there's
what he could do on that line with
there's your winger for Austin Matthews. Exactly. And you think that guy could probably help out the guy of the future and the guy right now. I think there's a lot of promise there. I would go as far as saying that the Leafs are so stacked right now as far as what they've done and what they're building that they should win the Atlantic Division this year.
Wow.
How about that? How about that for a wake up?
Wow!
I just knocked him off his chair right now.
Yeah. Welcome back. Welcome back from Europe.
I hope they bring that first round. I can't even say his name. Lilligin.
Yeah,
how do you say the?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Lilligin.
Yes,
Lilligin. I know they signed him for 3 years. Do you think that means that they'll either keep him in the Marlies or just put him up there up front?
I think he's going to be playing back in Sweden. They're going to bring him in for training camp and let him kind of get used to North American life. But I think he's going back to Sweden. He'll spend at least another year there before he comes back. So that contract wouldn't kick in anyway until he's actually playing in North America. So they're in good spirits. And if he's anything like they say he's going to be, like a pseudo Erik Karlsson, woo, they got a good one there.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. I just don't know what we're going to do on the blue line this year. We're pretty much. Well, no, we got Hainsey.
Yeah,
he'll ground it a know,
here's what I enjoy, Rico. You just used the word "we." Fuck, I love that. I love that you just said "we." People are worried in New Haven about how you're going to do in the play, And you're talking about Leaf signings.
The last time I was in school there in New Haven, the Leafs made it to the, they were Game 7 of what was 1993 essentially, and I was oblivious. I had completely lost touch, and I still feel so guilty about that, not having been there for them. I think if I was there, they would have won.
So
in '93.
So you're blaming yourself.
That's how.
That's a lot of.
What else am I going to say?
That's a lot of Catholic guilt.
That is a lot of Catholic guilt, and I've got a lot of it.
Of course you do.
Well, I hope you're right, Dave. I hope you're right, man. That would be nice. That would be nice, because a step backward after everything they did last year would suck.
Yeah.
But Rico, what do you think about that? What do you think about the chances that we could actually have a Toronto Maple Leaf Edmonton Oilers Stanley Cup final? How about that?
Wow.
Yeah.
Mind blowing.
I think you could see it. I think at some point you could see that.
Cry.
Yeah.
Well, I spent enough time in LA that for me it would be a Kings Leafs Stanley Cup final.
Yeah.
That would be like the golden, like the holy grail of like championship.
Might take the Kings. Might take the Kings a while to get back on top of the mountain. They were on top of the mountain for so long, right? So,
but isn't that funny, though? I think there's something in the water, man. Because there was no reason they had the same team for the past 4 years, and I don't know what happened. I think they're just getting a little too much vitamin D.
Well, they run out of gas. It's just so much hockey to play at that level, and the way in which Darryl had that team playing. You're banging on people for like 3.5, 4 years. At some point, just like Chicago, there's kind of nothing left. There's still the same athletes, but you got to talk about a league that is that difficult to play in for that long at that level. You just have got nothing left in the tank. That's what I think for both of those teams.
I guess whatever.
Well, he's contemplating things. That's
whatever,
Mike.
Whatever. Are you saying people get old? Is that what you're saying? That these young guys get old?
Yeah.
They get tired? Really?
Yeah, that's what happens.
I'm tired. Get in there. Play hockey.
Yeah.
That's all you know is hockey. Get in there, play.
See, now you sound like all the Italian fathers that I've heard watching their sons. Get in there. What are you doing? Ma che cazzo fai? Get in there. Andiamo. What are you doing standing around?
I know. I got no patience. I'm like an old Italian guy. Right. You got me.
Are you wearing the sandals and the socks, though? Have you got to that point yet? Are you wearing the sandals with the socks?
Buddy, I've graduated to Birkenstocks. How's that?
Oh, wow. That's a little too trendy, I think, depending on where you go.
The Birks and the knee highs.
Oh, with the knee highs.
Playing the shorts. The knee highs, the shorts, and the Birks.
And playing a little botchi? Are you playing a little botchi in the park?
Yeah.
Why not?
Hands in my pocket. I'm playing my own bocce balls. Little pocket pool there, pal.
A little pocket pool. There,
pocket pool. Hey. And the older you get, the easier it is to play.
Well, because they're huge now. That's the problem.
But you got to keep them. Otherwise they hurt. Anyway, let's get off this. Let's get off this train.
Yeah. A lot of people say that. Why am I talking like this on your show? Because everyone does. That's what happens. I take them from the high esteem that they're used to being as professionals and bring it back to high school. This is my gift.
Context of your show. Oh, it's so much fun, though. It's so much fun.
You know what? When you're around, you got time again. You have to come down and see us. That's what you have to do. Or we'll do the show.
I will.
Or we'll do the show from here.
I'll be in Toronto for a few more weeks. But I think, your audience probably doesn't want to hear from me.
Who cares?
At least for another year or two.
No, you're coming in. You're going to come in.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have a nice Prosecco to start the day. That's what we'll do.
Okay.
Yeah, is that good?
Does it really have to start at 10 o'clock?
Well, they tend to like that.
What time are you there? Make me feel bad. What time are you there?
We're all here at 9. We're only here at 9.
Yeah, we're not early mornings anymore.
Yeah, that's gone.
Oh, that's good.
Well, for the time being, but we don't want to. Yeah, it's too early. That was too early.
That was way too early.
Yeah, 27 years of that. Okay, this is much easier, and the show's an hour. And
beautiful.
You just did 45 minutes, so we're off the hook.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
Hey, you take care, my friend. We're going to talk very soon, and I hope to see you.
Hey, okay.
Yeah.
And you know what, Mike? If you're serious about me coming in
Yes.
the next couple of weeks,
Yeah.
I'll just email you, and it'll be good.
Perfect.
Dave, my pleasure meeting you, brother.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks so much. And, yeah, I look forward to seeing you in person, too, man. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, you take care, fratello. Ci vediamo.
Okay, ciao, bello.
Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, bello. That is the awesome Enrico Colantoni.
What? Did we just become best friends?
Yep.